Take two. I did this once already, and I don't know why it didn't seem to work, but we're trying this again. Um, so I feel silly now because I've already done the show once today, and it took a little longer than I meant for it to. In fact, what was supposed to be 10 minutes was apparently about 25 because I really just ended. So I'm going to do this a second time, but we're going to make it shorter this time. I'm playing with some new toys. Let's see if this works. No. I don't know where it is. I'm not even sure I'm on air because I thought I was on air before, and well, it says I'm recording though. Recording is good, right? All right, basics. I want to do this at 12:30. It is now 1 o'clock. This is Brewing with Scott Leffler. I'm Scott Leffler. I'm still drinking coffee out of my same cup that I was drinking coffee out of yesterday. No, I have not washed it. Coffee cups don't need to be washed. Anyone else have this theory? This is a theory of mine. Coffee cups don't need to be washed. So I'm Scott Leffler. I think I'm having a bit of an identity crisis today. My daughter, my 15-year-old daughter, has a paper out, and she left me this note this morning saying, "Hey, Dad, can you deliver my papers for me?" So I delivered my daughter's papers this morning. Then I went to go cash my paycheck, and I don't have a car. Long story, doesn't matter. I don't have a car. I went to cash my paycheck, and I went to ride my bike, and my bike tire popped. I went to fill the bike tire, and it popped. Boom! Popped. Sounded like a gun. It was kind of fun. I was like, oops, didn't mean for that to happen. So I had to ride my daughter's bike. Now, it's black, so it's not like it's a pink bike, but it is a girl's bike, and it's smaller than mine. So I delivered her papers, I rode her bike. Maybe having some issues today. I'm not really sure. But none of that matters. What really matters is that I am Scott Leffler, and I am here, and you're listening to, watching. That's going to be an issue of mine. I'm used to doing a show on radio, so it's you're listening to blank with Scott Leffler. Right now you're watching Brewing with Scott Leffler live on Ustream, or if you're not watching it live on Ustream, then maybe you're watching it later on YouTube. Ustream YouTube. It's the letter U stream.tv or youtube.com. After each video is done, I poured it over to YouTube. You can watch it there. But I'd really like for you to watch it live because what I would like to be able to do is I would like to be able to have conversation with you. Now, I can't take phone calls right yet, although maybe that'll happen someday. But what I can do is you can tweet to me any questions, comments, concerns, etc. Tweet me at Scott Leffler. Let's try the whole new text thing again because I'm supposed to be able to add text to here. But no, it doesn't want to. In fact, my stupid computer's being stupid. Oh, there we go. No, stupid. I can also broadcast via my phone. The cool thing about that is that I can broadcast from wherever. Right now I'm in my kitchen. You see behind me there's like pots and pans and stuff, and over there there's a plant of some sort. I don't know what it is, but it's from my aunt, so I love it. Because you love things from people. I've never bought anything that I loved, but things that people give to me they're precious, they're important. So none of this matters. What we really want to talk about today is three things. We want to talk about the John Kerry bot and the fact that he got a new upgrade operating system or something because last night at the Democratic National Convention, he was funny. We want to talk about a smoking conspiracy theory. And we want to talk about Mitt Romney's tax returns. And I want to remind you as often as possible that you're watching Brewing with Scott Leffler, that you can tweet me at Scott Leffler or follow me on Twitter or Google Plus and all that other fun stuff. Want to get a hold of me? Just Google my name, Scott Leffler. So let's start with the smoking conspiracy. So, and it's funny because I say smoking conspiracy, that makes it sound like, oh, it's a big conspiracy, like a big smoking conspiracy. But for me, it's a conspiracy about smoking, and I'm starting it, kind of starting it. I have this theory. I don't know why I think this, but for some reason or another, it has occurred to me that no one has talked about Barack Obama smoking lately. Remember when he started office, he smoked, and then he quit? But every once in a while, you'd be like, oh, there's a picture of the president smoking. He didn't really quit. I have a theory. hypothetical that at some point between now and the election, we're going to see an image will be leaked of the president, Barack Obama, smoking a cigarette. I think this is going to happen. And it's going to be this huge deal. And is it real? Is it authentic? Does the president really quit? He didn't quit. If you can't trust him on that, you can't trust him on anything. The president smokes, so we need to, get Mitt Romney as president. Blah blah blah. It's going to be a big deal. I can hear Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity now. Rush Limbaugh was, Rush Limbaugh, and Sean Hannity. Oh my God, Sean Hannity. Sorry, I don't like Sean Hannity. I don't like Rush Limbaugh either, but at least I respect Rush Limbaugh. I have no respect whatsoever for Sean Hannity. Bill O'Reilly's worse, though. Bill O'Reilly, I actually have the least amount of respect for. He doesn't annoy me to the same degree, but the thing that really bothers me about Bill O'Reilly is that he pretends to be neutral. He pretends he's not a right-wing Republican. That bothers me. Sean Hannity does too, to a degree. He claims to be libertarian. Doesn't everybody claim to be libertarian? By the way, I am a literally card-carrying member of the Libertarian Party. So when these crazy right-wingers are talking about being libertarian, like, they're libertarian on some issues and conservative on others. Yet that's called conservative. If you're Democratic on some issues and libertarian on others, that's called Democratic. The point of being libertarian is that you're libertarian on almost all the issues. Basically, laissez-faire. Government, leave me alone. And that's pretty much my thought process. Not Sean Hannity's, by the way. So we're going to see this smoking picture, and it's going to be this huge brouhaha, and they're going to talk about it 24/7 on Fox. Breaking news! And that'll be breaking news. By the way, we talked about things that aren't breaking news yesterday. If there is a picture of Barack Obama smoking, that will actually be breaking news. So they can use that. But do you care? Does it matter to you if the president smokes? Now, for an image thing, I'd prefer that he not smoke. But whatever, I don't care. Quitting smoking is hard. Trust me, I've quit smoking several times, and I keep going back. It's very difficult to quit smoking. So, and that's a stressful job. I mean, everybody who starts the job starts with like dark hair and ends with gray hair. Like after a couple years, they go gray. It's like stressful. So I can completely understand if he is smoking. Again, this is all hypothetical. I've not seen pictures of him smoking. And no one's even talked about this, except for some reason or another, it popped into my head yesterday. This is going to happen. So that's my prediction. I am the prognosticator of presidential something. I don't know. I really wanted alliteration there, but all I got was prognosticator and presidential. If you have another P word, tweet me at Scott Leffler. So that's number one. On conspiracy theories. This anonymous group stole Mitt Romney's tax returns. Now, not the group anonymous with the capital A, but like anonymous, as in like they don't have names. By the way, is anonymous a group or is it a person? Like the capital A anonymous. Is that a group or is that a guy? I'm not sure. But I like the Guy Fawkes mask. So there's that. Anyway, so this anonymous organization, group, people, allegedly claim to have stolen Mitt Romney's tax returns for the past 20 years from an office in Tennessee, a PricewaterhouseCoopers office in Tennessee, although PricewaterhouseCoopers is like, no, we're good. Thanks. No one stole anything from us. So I don't know whether it really happened or not. But they claim to have. And they want to, they're willing to give it back to Mitt Romney for $1 million in Bitcoins, which is like this internet Swiss bank account type currency. So they're willing to give the tax records back to Mitt Romney and be like, no harm, no foul. We just got our $1 million. We're out of here. Or they will sell them to anyone else who wants them for $1 million. By the way, the whole $1 million thing, does that remind you of Austin Powers? Like, you can have your tax returns back for $1 million. $1 million just doesn't seem like a lot. Maybe that was their point. Maybe we're like, Mitt Romney's got a lot of money. Maybe he'll throw us $1 million. I don't know. Or maybe they're hoping to get $1 million from a news organization, although I don't think too many news organizations have $1 million to spare, especially seeing what news organizations are doing lately. Did you see Channel 2? By the way, this broadcast, I'm in Lockport, New York, which is a suburb of Buffalo. So I may reference Buffalo a lot. If you're watching this from another part of the country, I apologize. I plan on talking mostly about national politics and me, national politics and me riding my daughter's bike That's really what this show is all about. But occasionally I will reference things in Buffalo. To my Buffalo friends, did you see Channel 2 the other night with the picture of Seal and Heidi Klum during the obituary for the guy from the Green Mile? Anybody else notice that? And then apparently, allegedly, now I missed this, I didn't see this at all, but somebody said that they had an obituary the other day for Bob Denver Gilligan, who died several years ago. I don't know what the hell's going on at Channel 2, but to my friends at Channel 2, hi. If there's a job opening, let me know. So, where was I? Tax returns. Tax returns, conspiracy theory, Mitt Romney. Do you care? That's what I want. Do you care about Mitt Romney's tax returns? I do. I feel like I shouldn't, but I do. I don't want to care about Mitt Romney's tax returns. I would really prefer that, like, it not matter at all to me, but it does. And here's why. Like, I don't care about my neighbor's tax returns. I have really nice neighbors. They're right out this window over here. Oh, turn the window. See, there's a window there. There's a fridge there. Woo! I'm on video. Look, Mom, I'm famous. So I used to do radio every day, right? And I wrote a newspaper column. I was on the radio every single day, and I wrote a newspaper column once a week. I happened to be on the news for some reason. I don't remember why. I don't remember what station, but I was on the news, and my mom was like, "Oh, you're famous." Thanks, Mom. I did radio every single day, but it didn't matter. That didn't count. That wasn't important. What was important was that I did a tiny bit of television. By the way, look at this mess. See this mess here? My hair is a disaster. I'm getting it cut after this. Next time you see me, my hair will be shorter. Also, you'll notice the glare from the glasses. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do, but if I don't wear the glasses, then I'm just like, I don't think I wore them yesterday, but if I don't wear them, my eyes end up hurting. I wonder if this, damn it, I don't know how this works. There's like a thing that I can add text, but it doesn't seem to be functioning. Huh. Well, that makes for good television, doesn't it? Mitt Romney's tax returns. Do you care? I really want to know, like, what other people think, because I care. I think that the leader of the free world, I think that the guy that wants to be president should be more open and honest about his dealings with the world and his financial holdings. I don't think that you should be keeping too many secrets when you want to be president. So to me, Mitt Romney's tax returns are important. Do I really care how much money he made? No. I hope he made all the money in the world. I just hope he paid his fair share. Because to me, fair is important. There's not enough fair in the world. There's far too little fairness in the world. So I want there to be more fairness. And I want to know that Mitt Romney paid his fair share. So, yeah, Mitt Romney's tax returns. Do you care? Tweet me at Scott Leffler. There's one other thing I want to talk about. Barack Obama smoking, Mitt Romney's tax returns. John Kerry. What the hell happened to John Kerry? Did you watch the DNC last night? I didn't, but I YouTubed John Kerry's speech because everybody was tweeting, about how awesome John Kerry was. He nailed it. He knocked it out of the park. Blah blah blah. Did they replace the operating system on the John Kerry bot? Because, for the first 6 minutes, now it was 12 minutes long, 12-minute long speech. I didn't fall asleep once. That's saying something, because I don't like John Kerry. He bores me. He annoys me. And he typically does, put me to sleep. But last night he didn't. The first 6 minutes were okay. He was, hi, I'm John Kerry, and Barack Obama's the guy, and Mitt Romney sucks, blah, 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 typical stuff. I say blah, blah, blah a lot. I also say yakety schmackety. Now, blah, blah, blah. Everybody says blah, blah, blah. Says blah, blah, blah. Yakety schmackety, I think I might be the only person who says that, although I got it from, what was the Warner Brothers cartoon a few years ago with Yakko, Wacko, and Dot? Not Tiny Toons. Anyway, one of them used to say yakety schmackety. I got it from there. I know, cartoons control my life. So, about midway through his speech, he started to ramp it up, kind of got a little bit funny. He had a quip, he said something he was talking about Mitt Romney's foreign policy being all over the place and him changing his position, etc. And he says, talk about being for it before you were against it, which I thought was hilarious, because that was the whole thing with John Kerry, right? He was for the war in Iraq before he was against it. And he got hammered on that. So to see him throw a dig at Mitt Romney, um, which really picked on him, picked on John Kerry, I thought was hilarious. And then a little bit after that, he was talking about the fact that Mitt Romney has no clue when it comes to foreign policy, and that Sarah Palin used to say she could see Russia from her house, and Mitt Romney, his only idea of Russia came from watching Rocky IV. Something to that effect. Anyway, it was hilarious. For John Kerry, it was awesome. So I enjoyed it. I don't see myself, I'm not sure that I'm broadcasting anymore or recording. So I'm just going to wrap it up. I'm going to hit the stop button, and we'll see where we go from there. But I'll be back Monday. You've been watching Brewing with Scott Leffler.